This video is about finding a period of any periodic wave, like a time period. So otherwise we call as a fundamental period or time period. Fundamental period or time period we call simply as period, and it is represented by t, and the frequency is 1 by t. So let us take a one periodic wave, whether it is sine wave or cosine wave, other than sinusoidal or cosinusoidal, whatever it is. So for this, for our example, let's take a sine wave. So it is having a t scale. Let's take a t scale, and it is 2. It is repeating like this, and this is 4. Its time period t is, the time scale is in seconds. So this is a time period, like after 2 it is repeating itself. So before repeating, how much time it takes to repeat, like here it is taking 2 seconds, so time period is 2 and frequency is 1 by 2, and it's 0.5. Now take the other representations, like this. Suppose you have a omega t scale, and this is a function of t. This is a sine omega t function. uh, Omega means radians per second, and this is seconds, so this is the radians. So suppose this is pi, and it goes on increasing, and this is 2 pi. So after pi it is repeating, right? So that time period t is, so this is not t, this is omega t. Omega t, capital T. Here the time period is t, is pi, and t is equal to pi by omega time period. So now go to this function. Suppose they have given sine 5 pi t. What is the period of this function? Period. So basic sine function looks like this: sine omega t. Here omega is in radians per second, and time is in, so it gets multiplied by t, so it is seconds. So finally we get sine of something in degrees or radians. Here sine radians. So how to find the frequency of this time period and frequency? So both are inverse each other. So here omega is radians frequency, this is 2 pi f, this is a normal frequency h, and frequency and time period are inverse each other. So therefore t is equal to 2 pi by omega. Therefore time period t for the for our function is 2 pi by omega is 5 pi here, so it's 2 by 5.4 seconds. So now let's take other function, like say cosine function, cosine 5 function. So the sine or cosine, the method is same, like a sine omega t, and this is also cos omega t, like this. The frequency is same, but these two signals are 90 degrees apart. Like this is sine and this is cosine, like this. These are 90 degrees apart. This maximum are 90 degrees apart, and this is about the time period of a periodic signal in terms of a sinusoidal or cosinusoidal. Let's take other signal, like so I have a signal, some signal. It is like this, and it is moving like this, and let's erase this. And this is the case, and it is repeating here. So here -1, -2, -3, the points are here 1, 2, 3, and again 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this. There is a time. So now what is a time period? Time period of this, like a fundamental period. So you can observe here, signal is going like this. From this point, from this point, like match any two similar points. So here 3, here 3, so it is 6. Time period is 6, like a total time scale. So now we can take the other way, like I am going from here. I'm comfortable with this thing, so from 2 I'm going from this thing to this. So what is the time period? So it's 8 here. This whole thing is 8, this whole thing is 2, so 8 minus 2, 6. So you can go from any point. So for periodic signals, so it keep on repeating themselves, so you can go from any point to any point, similar point in any graph. Like suppose I am going from this point, now I'm going from this point, so same point you need to search like this. This is the point. So what is the time period? Here is 6. What is the time division between these 2 points? Is 6. So time period is 6. So in this way you can find the time period for a cosinusoidal or sinusoidal signals, and whether they are in waveform or whether they are represented in mathematical form, and the other signals also. So this is not a sinusoidal signals, it is not a conventional signal, it's unconventional signals. And this is how you find the time period of a signal. And thank you for listening to me. If you like it, please comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.